It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans on Sunday night primetime.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their ninth-year quarterback. In year number 4 with Detroit, it's Jared Goff.
It's hardly an exaggeration to say that Goff has revitalized his career these last couple of years. And he was rewarded for it during the offseason, as Detroit has certainly made sure everyone knows he's their quarterback for the future. It's clear that they believe in him, and he's done nothing to sway them from that belief.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Goff. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Will Anderson able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7 but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his 2nd season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
And he's coming off of a truly remarkable rookie season where he quieted a lot of his doubters in a most emphatic fashion. Remember, going into the draft, many thought he was the number 2 quarterback coming out of college. He proved quickly he was a top quarterback going into the NFL. One of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in recent memory. And what's scary about it? He's not even close to reaching his ceiling.
As Stroud now to throw. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick 1st down.
Stroud sets up the play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Throwing now is Stroud. Pass incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, Stroud. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Stroud to throw it. And Woods has it complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's complete to Dell. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell from 10 yards out. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Goff. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now it's second and 10. Stroud will run the option left. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
It was a terrific first half from the former Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 3. Stroud working out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Mixon is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz from 3 yards out. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun. Goff. Going deep for Montgomery. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jimmy Ward, the one to get a hand on that defensively.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stroud out of the gun here. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 3. Mixon running wide side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Back to throw. Stroud. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about it.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tim Patrick, 74 yards. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions have recovered. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Goff. Able to get this to Patrick. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now 2nd down and a few inches. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Now 1st and goal.
To the air again. Goff. And he's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close. And then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.